Well, hello and a very warm welcome to our continuing coverage of the AFC Champions League, and tonight the fourth and final quarter-final. Buriram United from Thailand up against Shabab Al Ahli from the United Arab Emirates. We've had so much drama and a few shocks in the last 8 so far, and now we just wait for the one remaining place in the semis. Match at Zelvia await. That match will be played next Tuesday. Very warm inside the stadium, 30 degrees, which is nudging 90 if you deal in Fahrenheit. We're at the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Sports City Stadium. Has a capacity of around 27,000, and we're just under 10 minutes away from kickoff in what should be an absolutely fascinating match. The Thai side, who have made the quarter-final twice before in Asia's elite club competition, including last season, you might remember. In the end, they lost out to the eventual champions, but interesting to hear what Kenny Dougal, their skipper, saying in the build-up to this match. He says that they're a lot more mature, even in the last, 11 months, actually not quite a year. They had the experience last year, and he's a big believer that that's going to help them this evening. Well, we'll wait and see, but certainly they've played some really good football in this competition so far. Finished 4th in the East Region League stage. They won 4 and only lost 2 of their 8 matches. That was actually a pretty good recovery, because they lost 2 of their first 3, and then they came through a nerve-jangling round of 16 match against Melbourne City, winning that on penalty kicks after both legs had been drawn. That was actually revenge for a defeat by the Australian side in the group, when Buriram were leading until the 84th minute, and then they conceded a winner in the 7th minute of stoppage time. And that's all forgotten now. What about their opponents from the United Arab Emirates? Well, you might remember that they merged with the Dubai Cultural Sports Club as recently as 2017, and that was a bold move, because it meant they missed out on Champions League football for 3 years, because a club has to be established for that length of time to get an AFC licence. Looks like it's worked out well in the longer term, though. The club's won 9 league titles in its history, including 2 in the last 3 years. They won the double last season, but unlikely to retain that this term. Currently second, but they're 4 points behind the leaders Al Ain with only 4 games to go. Winning the league won't be a problem for Buriram, because they've already won it. They are a country mile clear. 5 seasons in a row they've won the Thai domestic title. They're 16 points ahead at the top of the Thai league with only 4 matches to play. 121, and only lost 2 of their 26 league games this season. So much expectation ahead of this AFC Champions League 4th quarter-final. Stakes are getting higher and higher in this competition, and 2 sides that, to be brutally honest, not that many may have expected to get this far, but one of them is going to be in the last 4 in an hour and a half's time, maybe a couple of hours if we go to extra time. One of the 3 quarter-finals we've had so far has needed that, and a penalty shootout to boot. In fact, 2 have needed that, haven't they? There's a reason they call it the Champions League Elite. It's because it features the best of the best from the continent, and these 2 teams on their way out behind referee Abdul Rahman Al Jassim. It's going to be an interesting tactical battle, this, actually, because we've got the astute Tactical work of Mark Jackson, the Englishman who's in charge of the Thai side, up against the continental flair of Paulo Sousa, in charge of Shabab. They've been very complimentary, actually, about each other in the build-up to this game. Sousa, in his pre-match press conference, was basically saying he thinks it's going to be a very, very tight contest, decided potentially by just the odd goal. One issue that you might want to keep an eye on, Shabab have a terrible disciplinary record. 13 yellows and 2 reds in the last 5 games. That said, we should be in for an entertaining encounter. Both these sides are close to 70 shots apiece in their last 5 matches. Famous last words, but it doesn't feel like a potential 0-0. We will see. A few butterflies in the stomach, no doubt, of both these sides. I'll give you the team news in a moment, but I think Buriram suffering more than Shabab Al Ahli in terms of players that they cannot pick from, and in fact, as you'll see when we show you the lineups, they've only named 7 substitutes. 11 subs named by Shabab Al Ahli, that's the maximum. Shabab finished 6th in the league stage. They only won 3 of their 8 matches, actually. They had a great win against Tractor in their round of 16 game on Tuesday, 3-0. Albeit all 3 of those goals came in the last 25 minutes. Buriram coach Mark Jackson has to cope without his hugely influential midfielder Robert Zulz, who's banned for the rest of the competition. In front of the back 4, younger brother Peter will anchor the midfield. Expect creativity from the Ghanaian Emmanuel Toku, supplying the predatory Brazilian Guilherme Bissoli, who has 32 goals for the season so far. It is Jackson's preferred 4-2-3-1 formation. Man in charge tonight, as I mentioned previously, is Abdul Rahman Al Jassim from Qatar. He's a very experienced official, actually. He took charge of the Club World Cup final in 2019. He was at the last World Cup, and he'll be at the next one in just a couple of months' time. We do have VAR, of course, in operation this evening, and Mohamed Taki of Singapore is the man who will be in charge of all the technology. It's Federico Cartabia on the right, the Argentine skipper of Shabab, and Kenny Dougal, Australian, on the left-hand side. Dougal's won the toss and wants to stay at that end. Confirmation of the officials. Very careful, this referee has dished out 7 reds and 87 yellows this season, would you believe? Well, Paulo Sousa has the luxury of a settled back 4, so unsurprisingly, it's the same as for Tuesday's win over Tractor. The first of 2 changes is in midfield, where Federico Cartabia comes in and captains the side. Mateus Lima scored from the bench 5 days ago. He starts tonight. Same formation as their opponents, 4-2-3-1. prize is massive. The honour and the glory of being Asia's best at club level. And with no disrespect to Manchester Zelvia, both these sides will think they have at least a 50-50 chance against the Japanese if they get through. There's Mark Jackson. Arrived here in October, so he wasn't in situ for their quarter-final defeat last season in this competition. So away we go with Shabab all in red, and they are attacking the goal away to our left in this first half. Two teams that both like to keep the ball on the ground for the most part. Similar philosophies, Messrs Jackson and Sousa. Could say that Buriram have a slight advantage because they were able to watch Shabab at first hand in their round of 16 match a few days ago. Mark Jackson obviously was there. There's his opposite number, 55-year-old Paulo Sousa. He's been here a couple of years now at Shabab. Might remember him if you're of a certain age as a player. Wonderful player, won the Champions League actually at Borussia Dortmund way back. European Champions League, that is. UEFA Champions League. Here's Toku. Not quite on the same wavelength as his teammate. Blocked on by Bala. It's going to be a player to watch tonight, Guilherme Bala, Brazilian winger. Very, very rapid. Planic is last man back for Shabab. Gomez. Be the left wing back tonight. This is Renan, the Brazilian. Ball playing centre half for sure, Renan. Came through the Palmeiras Academy. He's actually at Palmeiras since he was 13 years of age. No press, that's the first thing to note from the Thai side. So there's a Tohali, the Iranian. And not standing on ceremony, Curtis Good. Put that out of danger. Gomez. He's a genuinely two-footed left wing back. Easily play on the right-hand side as well. Ahmed Al-Bali in goal for Shabab tonight. Just a little bit of sparring early on. Two teams just feeling each other out a little bit. Here's Kartapia, be one of the main creative players you would imagine for Shabab this evening. Gomez, about as far as we've seen him in the Buriram territory. Oh, defender got lucky there. Ko Myung-sok missed that completely. Unfortunately for him, I don't think the Lima actually had a sight of it. I think the defender got right in his line of vision. That could have been very embarrassing. A couple of players just struggling with their footing early on, the first few minutes. Schindler will run through easily for Al-Iqbali. been at the club since he was 18, 4 years ago. Made his international debut a few months back as well. Already won a couple of titles at the club. Planic. Well, you can see the intent. They're trying to get Yuri Cesar away at every opportunity down the right-hand side. Another Brazilian. Another quick Brazilian. He made his professional debut for Flamengo at just 19. So Paulo Sousa, who we just got a shot of there, knows he's got pace to burn on both flanks. Here's Brino. Another classy Brazilian. Just plays in that holding role, front of the back four. First free kick of the match given for the foul on Cesar. Hope we don't get as many stoppages as in the quarter-final, first quarter-final that was played yesterday. So many fouls. It really was stop-start. Just about the first free kick of the match here. 5.5 minutes in. Neil Etheridge in goal for the Thai side. 36 now. Here a couple of years. Previously of Cardiff and Birmingham City in England. Barla's initial pass, and that just be a throw. So Gomez with the potential to go long with this throw. Try and get the first flick and provide a first real test for Buriram at the back. Well, everyone missed it. And anywhere will do with the clearance. Just got to watch this carefully, Santos, and did. Away by Good. Coe won the header. Free kick for the Thai this time, the Thai side. Clearly caught by Brino. Needed some help from his assistant there. Paulo Sousa doesn't think they made the right decision. His team have been awarded the throw. I think he wanted a bit more than that. Thought it should have been a free kick. Nonetheless, Gomez back into play. It was just a little bit late from Kenny Dougal. Left one on Yuri Cesar there. And that's why the officials having just a word, no card, but probably one more of those. And he will see yellow. Never going to get the ball. It's a Tahali. Kingsley Schindler bundled over. That challenge with Lima. Doesn't mind coming deep, Mateus Lima. It's one of those centre forwards quite happy to put in the hard yards, and he's a very good finisher too. Can't score 30 plus goals in a season without that particular attribute. Oh, one in the air. Good was covering. Flags up on this near side. think Italy just a little lazy there, coming back from an offside position. Yeah, he just wasn't concentrating, was he? It was a good call by the assistant, that. Gomez looking to find Lima, could pick him out. Got the space on this side for Toku. Doesn't mind running at the defender either. Still Toku. Well, they were two for company, and they just eased him out. That's a superb ball from Shabab Al Ahli. Really good switch. Under a bit of pressure too. It was inch perfect. Two-thirds of possession at the moment for Shabab Al Ahli, and it feels like it too. Brino. Never looked like reaching Gomez. Just about kept it in, but no problem for Renan. Forward by Santos. Headed away by Good. This is Brino. Just rather cancelling each other out at the moment, these two sides. Just over 10 minutes gone. Neither goalkeeper called into any kind of gainful employment so far. That's a decent ball to get Bala free. Can he find a cross? Well, he did, and it had to be dealt with by Curtis Good. First genuine threat in behind from the UAE side. And it's won them the game's first corner. Chaucic getting acquainted with Brino. Goalkeeper in all sorts of trouble. Who knows who got the final touch? But Shabab Al Ahli are ahead. It was a devilish delivery. Etheridge all at sea in dealing with it. It hit the woodwork and then went back in via a rebound. We'll have to check the replay to see who actually got the final touch. But Paulo Sousa will not care because Shabab Al Ahli are in front 13 minutes in. May have been Peter Zulz who got the final touch. But that's just the start the side from the UAE wanted. Let's have a look. I think it was Zulz. Yes, it was for sure. But it was the fact that Gomez beat Etheridge to the punch, literally there, back off the upright, and then in of Peter Zulz's chest. Great work by Gomez. That was a prodigious leap. Etheridge was powerless after that. Just the start that Buriram didn't want. Nothing really that Zulz could do. Of course, he's the younger brother of Robert, who's the main creative midfield player this season, but a 3-game ban after a dismissal in the round of 16. Should be able to get across here, Planic, and does. Rueful look from Mark Jackson. Has to forget about it. Nothing he could have done really in that range. Impossible to react in time. Well, what can they do from the long throw here? Buriram didn't get the flick again. It was Gomez away. He's excellent in the air, isn't he? And then they'll get the free kick. Foul on Cartabia. Well, Almut Barley, no doubt, will hope that continues to have very little to do because he's not been threatened yet. We've played a quarter of an hour. Now maybe a chance here for Buriram to break. It's with Toku. Gomez saw the danger. Don't normally give man a match of the Wolves after 15 minutes, but if there was one, I think he'd be right up for it. A couple of times he's shown excellent covering ability and of course heavily involved in the goal. Now Kingsley Schindler will go long with this throw. Caused a bit of a problem, and from close range, Code nearly forced an equaliser for the Thai side. Don't think he made anywhere near the connection he was looking for. Let's have another look at it. Well, he was actually a mile offside in any case, so it wouldn't have counted. Goalkeeper, having said that, was very quick out to meet him. He didn't know that he'd been in an offside position. His header on the chest of Chaided. And again, a time with the head, and that's nicely cushioned for Chaušić. Devilish cross too, which had to be dealt with. Had a man over on this near side. Excellent delivery from Zulz. There's that man Gomez again, alert to the danger. But the cross certainly had potential from Peter Zulz. Zulz to take, looking for a bit of redemption here, having put through his own net a few moments ago. Solid header away from Ezatahi. Been a decent response though from Mark Jackson's side since they went behind. And he went to sleep there, Shabab. Throw was taken quickly. Might have done more with that, Bissoli. Got another chance here. There are four waiting in the middle. And curled wide. He had a lot of time, Schindler there. Really should have hit the target. The flag was up again, in fact. He didn't know that, though. No one closed him down at all. I don't think they saw the flag. They just didn't go to him at all, and wouldn't have mattered. Got a couple of goals this season, Kingsley Schindler. Former Cologne player. He is a Ghanaian international, but hasn't been in the last few squads, so unlikely he's going to get the nod to go to the World Cup in US, Canada and Mexico. Just knocked away from Bala. Gomez. Bruno on to Planic. All the way across the back line. And Santos is the right back. Yet another Brazilian. You could hear Mark Jackson there saying, pressure, pressure. And he obliged Toku. Forced Shabab to go back, but they've kept the ball. And now they're going forward with a vengeance. This is Cesar. Double figures for the season in terms of goals. Yuri Cesar. Santos, Cesar. Backed by Ezatolahi. Maybe just a bit overly elaborate in the end. Two players down here. Bissoli is one of them. There he is. Well, it's good pressing, nearly paid off as well. Lima almost stole it. It's going to be a little bit wary of trying to play out from the back, the ties. Caltabia. Still got it, the Argentine. Gomez. Nowhere to go but back. Brino. Bala. Can't get the ball at the moment. Buriram. Igor Gomez. Oh, that's a lovely little shift by Bala. Nice ball too. This is good football. Cesar! Top save Etheridge, and it had to be. Best move of the match by a mile. He didn't like the cover his defenders were providing, Neil Etheridge, and I don't blame him. Cesar, with a decent enough effort, bound for the corner, and a good solid hand from Neil Etheridge. Lovely play from Bala to set up Cesar's chance. And Caltabia will deliver the corner from the same side, the one that produced the goal 15 minutes or so ago. Curious if Etheridge comes for this, if it's in the same area, whether he gets to it. He didn't get to the last one. He didn't get to that either. No challenge, to be fair. They wanted another corner, and I think eventually the assistant has decided, yeah, it should be another one. Throwing himself towards it was Renan. So it will be another chance for Cartabia. Well, no, in fact, he's changed his mind again. Well, they do have a few problems tactically at the moment, the Thais. Nice little shift from Miri Cesar, get it onto that favoured left boot. And Etheridge did well. Actually one under-16 cap for England, Neil Etheridge. And he's in the Philippines international keeper for a long time, 80+ caps now. Back from Zulz, and accurately back too. Chaided. Play it down, but they are carrying on, so then they can't complain if Shabab do the same. Might be a break on here. It's with Lima. Now there will be time to get some treatment. You can hear the scream. What a bang in the face. I'm sure it wasn't anything intentional. Let's have a look. No, he was looking the other way, Super Chaided, but that won't make it hurt any less. He's okay. There's a Talahi. He's 29 now. He made his league debut in Iran when he was just 16, youngest ever player in the Iranian domestic league at Manavan. Bala. Way too much on that. It's gone out on the full. Schindler. Now Toku. Just need to string a few passes together. Buriram. Currently 63% of possession Shabab are enjoying. And they've certainly had the ball in more threatening areas more often, and again played themselves into a bit of trouble here. Lima is very good at closing down. We've seen him do it 2 or 3 times, and they should be warned. The Buriram, they've conceded a rather unnecessary corner here. If they go 2-0 down, you would seriously start to fear for them. Cartabia then will deliver. In swinger again. Let's keep one eye on Etheridge, see if he comes for this. Couldn't really get to that. That's harmlessly behind from Planic. And in the end, Etheridge will go long. Sword over the head of Jeddah. Thought about that, the referee, and in the end he gave the free kick for the foul on Zulz. Kind of in from the side, but he did catch man and not ball. So exactly half an hour played here at the Sports City Stadium. And Shabab enjoying a 1-0 lead given them because of Peter Zul's own goal just before the quarter hour. It will be Zul's to take this free kick. Away by Shabab Al Ahli. Back in by Dougal. Away by Shabab Al Ahli again. Schindler. Chip forward by Good. And a couple of Shabab defenders back on their heels, actually, and that will be a corner kick conceded by Gomez. Zulz again then, in swinger with that left foot, the Austrian. Decent header back across goal. Goalkeeper beaten, I think. There's the defender on the line behind him, and the follow-up shot whistles over the top. First real moment of anxiety at the back for Shabab Al Ahli. That will give Mark Jackson and co a little bit of hope. Yeah, it was the defender. It was Santos who got back. That's excellent defending. Because Al Nikbali was certainly beaten. It's Kenny Dougal's header, I think, was the problem. You never lose it, do you? Well, you look at Etheridge going absolutely bananas. And you can't blame him. On so many occasions in the first few minutes, or first half an hour, he's been left completely unprotected. Just needed a slight touch, stud's length away from being 2-0. Tabia wondering what might have been. On by Shabab Al Ahli. He played it behind his captain. And he's going to get a volley of abuse as well. Kim Young-sok, Korean who played his whole career in his homeland until he arrived last year in Thailand. Here he is again, away first time with the right foot. Nicely cushioned ball. Toku showing us a bit of pace down this right-hand side. Chaushich. Schindler. Ko again. This is good football from the Thai side. A little bit of sustained possession. Toku. Nice turn by Zulz, away from trouble. And a decent ball as well. Is there room for them to get the shot in? It was Bissely's effort. Smacked into an opponent, hit him flush in the face, I think. Not much fun when you get a ball in the face from that range. It's Bogdan Planic, the unlucky man. Another look at the goal. It's just nothing that Zulz could do. Apologies if you can lip read. Just one of those things. To be fair to Zulz, he's actually played pretty well since then. By Toku. Well, it's a lovely piece of skill from Bala that was ended in extremely crude fashion. Referee has kept his cards in his pocket so far. Renan can go long when they have to. That's a decent ball, just can't quite get there. Bala, it's good cover, and it had to be from Kingsley Schindler. Gomez will try and go long again. Didn't have much joy with the last long throw he attempted. Let's see if they can get the flick onto this. It's a strange header in the wrong direction. Gomez happy to let it run for another throw. Come on, Rafi! No offside, no offside. Looked like there was a bit of holding there. The referee saw it eventually. I think Toku wanted that played quickly, actually. And you can see it here. Forward by Cesar. Best clearance that by Curtis Good. He'd rather got away with it. Schindler. Nabil with a free kick. So Schindler will start again for Buriram. One from Konyan Sok, keeper called and claimed. Gomez. Nice ball. Just couldn't quite take it on Cesar, but he's got it back here. Yuri Cesar just had to hold it up, And then he couldn't find Bala with the pass. Looked promising for a moment, that. Now here comes Čaušić. Čaušić again, seeing a bit more of the ball now, the Serbian, as he can use it. Stojkovic. Dougal. Ko. Now Schindler. Toku delivering with that left foot, but not with the accuracy we'd have wanted, but it'll be a throw nonetheless, as you move inside the last 5 minutes of this first half. Solid header out by Renan, really made that his. Well, it looks like Barney's just got a problem here. Not sure how that occurred. Well, just by the reaction, it may not be able to continue if it's a hamstring. You can see him raise his arm and no one anywhere near him. So a bit of concern here for Hamad Al-Iqbali. Rakan El-Menhali is the substitute goalkeeper for Shabab if they do need to make a change.
That corner is here with the ball.
Well, looks like he might be able to soldier on. Another look at the goal. Etheridge literally beaten to it, or beaten to the punch by Igor Gomez, and then when the ball came back off the upright, off the chest of that man, Peter zulls it in. Well, he's going to carry on for the moment. Young-sok. Curtis good. Nice turn by Dougal. Toku. To get some bodies in the box, or at least some deliveries into the box. Čaušić. Toku. Čaušić again. Gone backwards. Čaušić couldn't get it. A lot of passes, ends up with absolutely no end product. Won that challenge really well, Lima. Centre forward is not afraid to get involved in some of the uglier stuff. Non-glamorous side of playing up front. Last minute of the regulation 45 minutes in this first half. Renan. Co's in the way. Now good. Played it the wrong side of his intended target, but got it back again. Then had his pocket picked by the live wire Yuri Cesar. No free kick though. He wanted one, didn't get it. 3 minutes of additional time. We're into those now. Comfortably away by Planic.
Yes, yes, let's go. 2 minutes.
Time to deliver, but it was a poor ball, easy for Planic to knock it away. And the referee's right on the case here, blatant free kick. So a half chance for Buriram. As we come towards the end of this half, maybe find a way back into this. A little bit of concern on Paulo Sousa's face. Might be the last chance they have in this first period to get back in it. Buriram. Zulz's little chip. It's into a dangerous area. And should be the keeper's easy claim. Seems to be all right on Nick Barley after that scare he had a few minutes ago. Santos. Here comes Brino. Excellent challenge by Kenny Dougal to stop him. Toku. He's gone for the return now. Can he deliver? Can he find a cross? Thought he actually could have got the ball in earlier. So nothing doing, and that is half-time. And it's a acceptable half, I think, for Shabab Al Ahli. They're in front, courtesy of Peter Zul's own goal, 13 minutes in. They have been the better team, although in the last 5 or 10 minutes of the half, Shabab Al Ahli did find themselves pegged back a little bit. A couple of half chances for Mark Jackson's side. However, half-time here in this AFC Champions League quarter-final. It's Buriram United 0, Shabab Al Ahli 1.
Football teaches us how to win as well as how to accept defeat gracefully, then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let's play a role in the future of football. With Hail Me, leave your mark.
Essentially, video operation. The VAR team access all the
one, see, 100 of them.
Well, a warm welcome back to the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Sports City Stadium. If you're just joining us, Shabab Al Ahli of the United Arab Emirates lead Buriram United of Thailand by 1-0 an own goal by the unlucky Peter Zulz just before the quarter hour. The difference between the two sides. Curious actually if Mark Jackson's going to make any changes at the break, because as I mentioned earlier, he's only got 7 substitutes on the bench. They are allowed 11. And obviously one of those is a goalkeeper, so he's got limited options compared to his Portuguese counterpart, Paulo Sousa. There he is. Have made one change. Manuel Toku's come off, which is somewhat surprising. Must have had a knock, because I thought he was one of their better players in that first half. Sandy Walsh is on in his place. Presumably playing full-back. So away we go. The Thai side get us underway, all in blue. They're attacking the goal away to our left in this second half. Hooked away by Kartabia. Kartabia again took it nicely on his chest. Just showed a bit too much of it to Curtis Good. Here's Chausic. Back to Dougal. Kartabia's interception, and then he was clipped. Easy call that for the Qatari referee. Well, McBarley, who had an injury issue in the first half, towards the end of it, seems to be okay. Kartabia's effort! That wasn't far away, you know, instinctive hit from a long, long way out. And it flashed over the top of Etheridge's crossbar. The keeper might say he had it covered, but it was travelling. Nodded on by Stojkovic. Nicely brought down by Yuri Cesar, who's gone for the return. Etheridge came and then went back. And a goal-saving challenge. That was brilliant from Curtis Good. Otherwise, Lima would have had a tap in. Put his body on the line there. Great work from Cesar, and he slid it. He looked second favourite to get to it, the defender. But get to it he did, just before Mateus Lima. Looks to be at some cost, though. It's the Australian defender. Well, he's back on his feet at least now. Heroic challenge. Tabia will take this corner. Remember, it was from one of his flag kicks that produced the goal. Another test for Etheridge in goal here. I think he was ever going to go short. Well, they got the first header, and they've got the goal. 2-0 it is. Another soft one from the Thai side's point of view, but they double their advantage, Shabab Al Ahli. 1 foot in the semis now. It's Ezzat Alahi who got the touch. And once again, a corner kick has undone Buriram. Subs joining in with the celebrations. They got the first header, and then I think Ezzat Alahi might have got the second touch. Have a look here. That was the first one, and that was the second. Brave header too, stooping at that angle. I think it was Renan who got the, yes it was, the Brazilian centre-half got the first touch. And then the Iranian, ahead of Kenny Dougal, found the corner. Well, this is a proverbial mountain to climb now, isn't it, for Buriram? Worst possible beginning to the second period. 2 goals conceded from corners. Mark Jackson will be mightily unimpressed. It's Chowshich who's gone down. And that's why, right on the back of the calf. Well, whatever he said at half-time about defending set pieces, just gone right out the window. Chowshich seems to have recovered pretty well from that knock. Into Zulz. Shot was deflected and it didn't reach Chaidet. Tried it again. Looking for a quick response. Zulz with the cross. Wasn't the worst. Well, Bala was fouled. Not much emotion from Paulo Sousa, but that second goal has provided Shabab with some much-needed insurance. Was the foul on the Brazilian. Another look at the goal. Renan with the first header, he angled it really well. In fact, it may have come off his shoulder, you know. Not that it matters. I think it did. But that is a brave header. It really is, from Ezzat Alahi. It's actually his 3rd goal in the Champions League this season. 7 in total now for the campaign. '81 caps he's got. Father and his grandfather both professionals. I think that was entirely accidental from Kenny Dougal. But it's clearly stung him. He's okay to carry on. the chase here, Cesar, and he managed to get it back across goal too. Just a bit too much on it. Retrieved by Cartabia. And again. Kept alive by Bissoli. This is Dougal. Stojkovic all the way back. Rather inaccurate clearance from Etheridge. Normally pretty good with his delivery, the keeper. Can confirm that Dougal was booked for that challenge. There's the yellow card. First caution of the game, actually. Looked like a little shove. Referee says no, carry on. Bissoli. Nice little first-time layoff from the number 7. Not the pass to match, though. Cleared away by Gomez.
Okay.
Away by Good. Barla. Well to find a teammate who was being somewhat hemmed in on that far touchline. Well, that's a poor challenge. Just knocked over Chidehead, had nowhere to go whatsoever. Not very subtle, that, was it? That's a line of scrimmage effort from Shabab Al Ahli. Proud of that in the NFL. Well, appeals for a penalty. I don't think they're going to be answered in the affirmative. There was another yellow card shown there. I'll come back to that in a moment. Tabia back to Santos and all the way back to Al-Mikbali. Well, that was clever play from Barla. Just let the ball run across his body and drew the foul. Sandy Walsh, who came on the break. That was the appeal. I don't think Zulz was ever going to get it. Yellow card for Brino, incidentally. I saw the referee brandish one a few minutes ago. I think it was for something he said. Ran out of room there, Peter Zulz. I would imagine that Mark Jackson's going to have to think about a couple more changes sooner rather than later. But he doesn't have a single striker on the bench. 5 defenders, one of whom's already on, a goalkeeper and a midfielder. That's why I say limited options, but maybe just to get some fresh legs on. Gomez will keep this in. Chauchich. Gomez. Flag was up in any case. No need to stop the game, though. Cartabia. Santos. Fair challenge. Cartabia playing a bit of crab football. Did pretty well, actually. It's a Talahi. And again. Doing a good job of keeping the ball at the moment, Shabab. Santos. Sit back from his captain. Well, Cartabia has it once more. Made off by Bala. It's a Talahi. Well, he went down as if he'd been poleaxed, nothing given. Dougal with a pass through to no one in particular. It's a poor ball. Well, that was a strange one, because initially there seemed to be a massive amount of contact on Kuan Santos. She's got clipped, but it's a very dramatic reaction. Goal back would change the whole complexion of this, but not going to get it like that. As Gomez clears, but not very far. Trident's waiting. Still got it though. Oh, the angle was all against him, and it sliced off the outside of his boot. Well, they're asking for a penalty. They're saying handball. I have to say it didn't look right. Well, he had his arm in a weird position, and it did strike it. Seen penalties given for that. He didn't know anything about it, but they are going to have a look, and this will be interesting, because it certainly wasn't in what you would call a natural position. It came out of nothing, really. Mohamed Taki of Singapore is the man in the booth, looking at this VAR situation. And he's asked Abdul Rahman Al Jassim to have a look, and we know what normally happens when this occurs. I think this is going to be a penalty for Buriram. He's looking in the completely opposite direction, but the laws don't take account of that. The arm's in a completely unnatural position, the way it's held up like that. He would say he's trying to get leverage when he's jumping, but it just doesn't look right. Well, he only needed one quick look. I think this is going to be a penalty. It is indeed. So, a chance for the Thai side to get back in the game here. A little bit out of the blue, you'd have to say, if they can convert from the spot. But maybe a reprieve for Mark Jackson's team. All down to Al Mikbali from a Shabab point of view. Comes Bisley then. And buries it, no problem. So they are back in it. And still plenty of time. Just about half an hour if you throw in added time. 64 minutes. And it's back to 2-1, thanks to that Bisley spot kick. Goalkeeper just went the other way and Bisley just stroked it the other side of him. So, now what can Mark Jackson's side find here? Having been rather gifted a way back into the contest. Bisley's 33rd goal of the season and his third in the Champions League. This is Bisley. Chaushich. Well, they've got the tails up now. Buriram, no question. They've got 4 waiting in the penalty area. This is Zulz, stopped by Gomez. Cartabia. It's a classy player, Cartabia. That was a really good ball. One of those players that always seems to have a bit more time. Santos. Cesar, Santos again. Called from the goalkeeper, but he found Brino safely enough. Might have given his manager a few heart palpitations. Cesar driving forward into space, but his touch deserted him. Zulz, free kick. Stojkovic's ball, a good one to Chided. Couldn't be the same said about his pass, however. Cesar looked like he was fouled. Referee said no, but he kept it anyway. Rena. Gomez. Barner did well to shield that. Make sure his team kept the ball. Cesar. That's nice for Bala, who went for goal. Well, Etheridge looked pretty relaxed, which probably means that missed by a fair margin. Looking to get some curd, it just didn't come back. So we are at the three-quarter mark of the contest. 2-1 is the Shabab Al Ahli lead. Possession is now absolutely dead level. Chided just eased off it. No foul, shoulder to shoulder. Here's Cartabia. It's a little careless. Brino there to pick up the pieces. Talahi. That was a short pass. Didn't give Cartabio any chance, but they couldn't keep it. Buriram. This is Ko. Dougal. Well, I heard the scream all around the ground. Well, he's up pretty quickly, Chaucic. Lima's foul. It's gone very far in. Stojkovic. Not quite deep enough, his cross, but still under pressure here, Shabab. Zul's tangling with Bala. Nothing given. This is Zul's onto that left foot, and he finds a way through. And from 2-0 down, the ties team are level. He rode the challenge first of all, and then unerringly found the corner. Low drive beyond Al Mikbali, and a comeback that looked very, very unlikely just 10 minutes ago has now been completed. They're on terms. What must he be thinking? Well, that was the challenge that he rode with Bala. Referee said nothing wrong with it. It was a 50-50. Bala stayed down, and Zul's found the corner with that trusty left foot via the inside of the post. His brother might be suspended, but he has made his presence felt here. So 2 goals in just 6 minutes have completely turned this match on its head. It was a pretty understated reaction, actually, from the Austrian. Well, penny for Paulo Sousa's thoughts at the moment, because his team were cruising. And then the penalty, and then a lack of concentration. Just shows you how quickly you can get punished. Well, now, with 20 minutes left, there or thereabouts, do one or either of these sides want to gamble a little bit? You'd think that, and if you'd asked Buriram 10 minutes ago if they'd settled for penalties, they'd have bitten your arm off. But now, with the momentum, might fancy more than that. They've got a throw on that far side. And we know Schindler can go long. Looks like some changes imminent. Not before this Kingsley Schindler throw, though. It's towards Dougal, trying to turn. Not much room in there. Saul's let it run. Speculative effort that was from Stojkovic. Forward by Ko. Another throw. First Shabab change. Lima's coming off. And Sultan Almiri is on. So striker for striker. Stojkovic. Free kick, foul on Zuls, who's taken a few blows tonight, it's got to be said. Just can't tackle from behind, you're always going to get penalised. It's Brino's tackle. Signal to someone. Oh, it's over the head of Chausic. Hardly seen anything of Shabab as an attacking force in the last 10 minutes. This is Santos. Cartabia. Now Brino. Well, that's just nowhere near. Bala got right underneath it. Away by Santos. Was Almiri, he's just come on. Free kick. Really would have been stung by that second goal in particular, because it just looked like they were in semi-cruise control. Shabab, not anymore. Santos. Santos, Cartabia, Cesar, just about reached Bala, who's got it now, and he's beaten his fullback. Just couldn't get enough depth on the cross, only a throw. So Brino is being withdrawn. Second change for Shabab. Reynan da Silva coming on. Brazilian striker. Just over 10 minutes to go, and that's going to have to be retaken. We've got a player down in the box here. Well, Planic's got to be very careful making contact with the referee like that. They're asking him for a penalty, but first of all, I'm not sure the throw had even been taken when he went down. Let's have a look. Oh, it's close. It was Ko Myung-sok on Renan. They are beseeching the referee to ask VAR to get involved here. Renan's the player down after a tussle with Ko Myung-sok. I think maybe the ball was just in play. So look at the penalty that brought it back to 2-1. And then there's the reaction from Zul's brilliant. He just played on. It's what you're told to do from a very young age. The whistle doesn't go, play on. He showed his opponent due care and attention when he just flicked the ball from underneath his body and then delivered a perfect finish into the corner. Well, that's asking the referee to go to VAR, and he's going to start getting cards out in a minute. He's booked Zul's. Must have been for something he said. Well, Paulo Sousa, I think, is laughing somewhat sarcastically. They're not going to get the penalty, it's just going to be the throw. He's going to have a close eye on those two now, Ko and Renan. Staring straight at them. Gomez with the delivery. Keeper's come through the crowd and done very well. Very positive work from Neil Etheridge. Here's a look at it. Well, that's just ridiculous play acting from Renan. Didn't touch him. The referee had a good view of that. He would have booked the Brazilian for simulation. Sousa's got to be careful. He's just been booked. And now, again, they're surrounding the referee, suggesting that he might produce another yellow and send the Austrian off. It's one of the substitutes, I think, has been booked there. Referee under real pressure from, well, both sets of players, but particularly the Shabab Al Ahli players. So Cartapia will deliver eventually into the last 8 minutes. That trusty left boot. Didn't fall for Renan. Might be something on here for Buriram, although they're getting players back now, Shabab. Zulls did well to hold it up. On by Curtis Good. Only got two in the middle, but that was one of them! Side netting only from Super Chai Dead. Yeah, no wonder Mark Jackson's got his hands on his head. Did well to get there before the defender. But very difficult from where he was to angle that. But it had to have almost certainly gone far post to have scored. The keeper covering the near. Away by Gomez. Same two waiting in the middle. That's awkward. In fact, the deflection probably helped Hamik Bali there. It was an easy take in the end. Looked like it might give him a problem. Curtis Good's header. Bali. Cartea. Bali. Trot on the ball. Back to Cartabia. Made room for the shot. Didn't hit it with any conviction, but he will get a corner. Deflected behind by Kim Young-sok. And maybe a touch of cramp for the Shabab skipper. Had the goalkeeper scrambling for a moment. Total miss hit, really. Well, extra time looking very likely now. Paulo Sousa can't believe, I don't think, that he's going to have to go through that. Unless they can produce something in the next few minutes. Renan is up. Almiri just behind him. Planic as well. Got plenty of height in there. Bodies all over the place. Well, Tapio, well, give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he's not really recovered from that little bit of cramp he had. He's limping away. And down again. Well, that was the opening goal. Just hit Zulls and went in. He's now scored at both ends, of course. A stooping header, brave header by Yasser Talahi to make it 2-0. But then Bisseli's penalty, followed by an excellent strike from Zulls, has tied it all up at 2-2 and made extra time very likely, unless we get some late drama here. So I don't think Cartabia can continue. And he is off. And Juma's coming on, who's quick and has got an eye for goal as well, the youngster, Mohamed Juma. Second spell here for the winger. First touch for the new man. Forward by Planic. Didn't reach Almiri. Now Chide will chase. 2 for company. Zuls. Tried it again. Load of storming run there, actually. Stojkovic wasn't seen. Now there might be a break on here for Shabab as we move into the last minute of normal time. This is Juma. Juma! Just didn't put his foot through it. What a chance. Would have been the super sub there for sure. It was a half hit. This is Chide. He can't reach that. Kingsley Shinlen just for a minute, I thought. Would have done a hamstring. Well, it was heart in mouth time there for Mark Jackson. First touch was excellent, the second, anything but. Just a present really for Etheridge. So 5 additional minutes. Santos. There's a Talahi. Helped forward by Renan, but completely inaccurately. He's no doubt thinking what he's going to say to his team in a few minutes' time. Get them sorted for extra time. He'll have the same job. Stojkovic not standing on ceremony with the clearance. Italy chasing. Gomez getting there, no problem. Well, they're going to get a free kick here for the foul on Bala, and it's a yellow card as well. Walsh with the foul, and the substitute is in the book. Well, as you'd expect, everyone back here for Buriram. Goalkeeper didn't even have to bother, and neither did the defenders in front of him. That was a poor delivery, really was. Zuls. Oh, that nearly got through to Bala. And it hit the referee, so he's going to have to pull this back. Hit the ref, so it's an uncontested drop ball. Because Buriram were in possession, they keep the ball. Shaided. Settle for the throw. Deep into stoppage time now. Last minute of time added on. Slightly miscued clearance there. Zulz. Shaided. That was a very rash and rushed clearance, wasn't it, by Renan, who's now taken the captain's armband since Kartabia went off. Well, this must be the last chance. 10 seconds of injury time to go. One final opportunity for Buriram to get this ball right underneath the goalkeeper's nose. Zulz to take. Curtis good. Arguably the tallest, I think, of the Thai-side's players. Well, in fact, it was a bit of an anti-climax. Free kick given to Shabab. Not sure how much time there'll be now. Just a bit silly, that, really. Why give the referee the chance to make that decision? It's all over, but it's not all over. 2-2 after 90 minutes. Paulo Sousa can't believe his team threw away a 2-goal lead. Peter Zulz in the first half, an own goal. Then early in the second half, Talahi with a brave header. At that point, they were cruising. But 2 goals in 6 minutes. First, a Bissoli penalty after a Talahi handball had gone to VAR. And then Zulz scoring at the right end with a fine shot after riding a challenge. Well, who knows where this is going to go next. Extra time will follow, but after 90 minutes here, it's Buriram United 2, Shabab Al Ahli 2.
extra time to determine a winner. Let's see you get to a set.
Welcome back to the tension here at the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Sports City Stadium. Coin toss at the start of extra time. Psychologically, you'd think that Buriram would have the advantage just purely because they looked down and out, 2-0 down. And having fought back, scored twice. Remember, they went out at the quarter-final stage last year, the Thai side. Lost to the eventual winners, Al Ahli Saudi. It's their third quarter-final in all. And we're going to have a change here at the start of extra time. Igor Gomez, who's had an excellent game actually, is coming off. And Mateus Alves is on. Play at fullback, I would imagine, Alves. So if you are just joining us, well, first of all, where have you been? But Shabab are all in red and attacking the goal away to our left in this first period of extra time. I reckon that Machida Selvia will be delighted watching this. Of course, they play the winners on Tuesday, and whoever gets through is going to have had 2 hours of football in their legs. Santos. This is Renan. A little dinked ball forward. Oh, and Santos has got behind the defender and just couldn't go on with it. Will be a corner, might have been more. Just for a minute, looked like he was in there. Just there, and defender, well, had a bit of a tug of the shirt, you know. It looked like he got beyond him, Juan Santos. Yuri Cesar will take. Jackson watches on anxiously. It's a decent punch if it was Etheridge that got the contact there, and awkwardly back into a crowded box and then poked in. It's a defensive calamity for Buriram. And I think it's Renan who's got the goal. Well, they obligingly almost got out of his way, the Buriram defenders, and only 2.5 minutes into stoppage time. Extra time, I should say. Shabab Al Ahli are back in front. Well worth a look at this replay to see exactly how kind of the Red Sea parted here. It's just no kind of challenge from Stojkovic. He and Curtis Good left it to each other, and Renan said thanks very much. And with the outside of the boot, poked it past Etheridge, and is that the goal that's going to take Shabab into the semis? Still a long way to go in extra time, but they strike first. Goal given. I didn't see any reason to disallow. It was clearly onside. So they're playing catch-up again. Buriram United. Miscontrolled by Kingsley Schindler. Well, expressionless, Paulo Sousa, but he's one up again on Mark Jackson. But they're keen for a second here as well. Nice drag back by Juma. And Etheridge had to be very alert to keep that out. He's a live wire, Mohamed Juma. Nice dummy. And Etheridge smartly away to his left to make the save. Here's Renan, the goal scorer. Too much on that, easy for the keeper. They get at their own half at the moment, the Thai side. Here's Cesar. Useful ball. And driven in low and then put behind for the corner. And it's all Shabab at the moment. Stojkovic, who got a foot out to deflect it behind. Good work from Sergio Grana, though. One of the substitutes out there on the right-hand side, and Cesar, as you can imagine, is not exactly sprinting over, is he, to take this corner? Here's the corner. In towards the near post. It was Zulz who got his chest to it. And the whistle's gone in any case. It'll be a free kick for Buriram. It's Dougal that went sprawling. Walsh. Now Coate. Just about the first time now they've been in the Shabab half since we started extra time. Stojkovic. Slip back from Curtis Good, who's gone for the return, but he won't get there. Not ahead of Alves. Schindler. Look a bit devoid of ideas at the moment, Buriram. They will get a free kick for that, though. Bit of a clumsy challenge by Tahahi on Chaushich. Second change coming. It hasn't really been able to affect the match particularly so far. He's off. Striker. Sasalak, I think it is, who's come on. Can he get the shot in from that angle? He wants handball. I don't think he's going to get that. Let's have another look. I'd like to see that again. Hard to tell. Well, they are having a look at it. And 2 or 3 checks. Hard to actually be certain where that hit him. See if we can get another look. It's about the first time they've been in any kind of threatening position in the extra time period. And if the referee's going to be asked to go and have a look, I think they're going to get this spot kick. No penalty, just a corner. Didn't look like it was inconclusive on that replay. Well, they can still do damage from this corner kick. For Buriram. Got another one. The defender was not leaving it to his goalkeeper there. Yeah, just brushed him from that range. He really can't do anything. Always going to appeal for it. Another corner then. 5 minutes to go in the first period of extra time. Deep to the far post. And just a goal kick. There's no way that Curtis Good was ever going to get to that ball, was there? I think it was just the adjacent nature of where the defender was. Anyhow, it's gone. And the free kick after a slight pause to think about it. The referee's given Yuri Cesar the decision.
One more. Go in. One more. Stay there. A little bit more. Peter! Peter!
So what can they make of this free kick? Bala and Cesar over the ball. Bala's little chip, it's a good one! Oh, it should have been. It should have been the third goal. Stand corrected, obviously it would have been 4, and he may have just been a fraction offside. He's probably glad now if he was. Yeah, I think he probably was just the wrong side there, Amiri. But that surely would have settled it. Keeper will let that run. Oh, no, he won't. Okay. Well, we had some of this in the quarter-final yesterday. A lot of play acting, players trying to waste time, referee not buying it. It's Renan who's gone down. It was a slight brush with Zulz, but I don't think it necessitated that reaction. Came off the head of Almiri. Just wasted that really good chance. The fourth now surely would settle it for Shabab, and they might get one here because he's in, and that's a terrific save to deny Cesar. Etheridge has kept his team in the competition there for sure. Cesar will feel he should have scored. Just opened up for him, but the Brazilian could not beat the keeper. Defender may got half a challenge in, but good reactions from Etheridge. Last minute of normal time, first period of extra time. Bala just crowded out, there were 2 for company. Bissamy has won the throw. Chaucic. That's a good challenge. Referee's played an advantage here. This is Bala. Cesar. He's got support, but he couldn't find him. So we've now played the 15 minutes. How much additional time? That much I wouldn't have thought. Schindler. No foul. Just need to keep the ball, which they're doing quite efficiently at the moment, Shabab. They were to keep that in, Grana. Actually see how many minutes went up on the board. I imagine there'll be too much time to add on here. Nearly played a minute on top of the 15. And that's all we're going to play, just a single minute added on. And so, with the second half to come, that goal from Renan, right at the start of extra time, has given Shabab the advantage. Kingsley Schindler is the man receiving treatment. Went down in that challenge with Sultan Al-Miri. But half-time in extra time, and it's Buriram United 2, Shabab Al Ahli 3. So, a change at the start of this second period for Shabab. Side as Talahi is off. He's replaced by Eid Al-Nuaimi. Straight swap, midfielder for midfielder. So 15 minutes now, Shabab away from a semi-final. They're going to get an early corner here too, unless there's a free kick, which in fact has been awarded. And some very, very weary players out there. Stojkovic will take the throw, but time is the enemy now for Buriram United. Curtis Good, not accurate enough with the pass. Stojkovic gets it back. Sasalak. This has gone again. Stojkovic's frustration self-evident. Al-Iqbali back into play. Zulz looking for Bisley, but he's not seen very much of the ball tonight. The top scorer for Buriram. Stojkovic. On the header well, Granite. And they're making the Thai side start again from the edge of their own box. Curtis Good. Dougal. Sasalak. It's not a bad ball, but couldn't control it. Bisley, story of his night really. Other than the penalty, he's not contributed too much. Sasalak. It's meant for Schindler, but Schindler will stay in the middle now for the cross. Zulz trying to get his head to it. Stojkovic sliced it, and it's not even going to go out. It's going to go out for a throw. The ultimate embarrassment, really. Hasn't scored yet this season, Filip Stojkovic, and probably see why with that kind of an effort. Looks like final change about to come for Al Shabab. He'll get a free kick. He just held him back there, Dougal. There it was. Got a whole lot of Guilherme Bala. Sasalak will chase. Kept alive by Chasic. Bisley. See what he was trying to do, but it looked like getting through, did it? It was a bit clumsy though. And in the end, Juma just whacks it anywhere. Appears now as though Shabab are happy to let Buriram have the ball. That kind of area. A lot of possession, hasn't counted for much so far in this second period of extra time, which is now 6 minutes old. Sasalak. And again, blocked by Alves. Well, it's going to be the end of Sandy Walsh's night, so the sub is being subbed. See that too often. May have taken a knock. But Matan is on. Pretty much the last throw of the dice from Mark Jackson. So he doesn't have a striker on the bench at all. But Ben Matan's going to take this corner, his first involvement. take two. That was a decent delivery, actually. And won the header, but could not keep it down. Kim Young-sok. And he's 6'2", and he used his height well there, but the defender was all over him. Was Sergio Grana, just making sure he never really got a clear sight of goal with that. So Yuri Cesar's night is done, and Thiago is coming on. Sixth and final substitution used by Paulo Sousa. Down the line it goes, little flick on with Shamal Neri. Whacked forward by Benmatan. Well, that's a little bit clumsy. They've presented it here to Thiago, and then he's given it straight back. Benmatan, good ball. He's looked quite good since he came on. He's involved quite a lot. Eased out the way by Bala, no foul. Schindler trying to get back at him. It's a good battle between these two. Bala has won it though. Tried to tee up Thiago. Instead it's gone to Juma. Could have got the shot in, chose not to. That would surely have sealed it. I understand they want to keep the ball, but in that kind of a situation, have to get a strike in on goal. 5.5 minutes to go. This will be the keepers. Stojkovic. Game is so stretched now. Čaušić gets it wide. Only Bisley in the box at the moment. Zuls. Queuing up to get it away and then thumped up the pitch as we go into the last 5 minutes now. Etheridge sprinting to keep the ball in play and get his team starting again. This is Coe. Waiting, it was blocked by Bala, who's got cramp again. Not sure the referee is showing him much sympathy. Of course, they've got no more substitutes, so if he was to go off, they'll be down to 10. Going to be a yellow card for Čaušić, getting right in the assistant's face. But it is a throw for Buriram. Should be the goalkeepers, called and claimed. And a bit of a tumble as well for good measure. Happy to sit back at the moment, Shabab, and hope for their sake they don't pay for it. I think Sasalak's won the throw on the far side. He has. Here comes the long throw. They just need the first flip, which Ko managed to get. Didn't win the second ball, though. Well, that was off the ball. Juma's gone down. I think the referee reckons that that's not a particularly bad injury. I think he might be right. It's a battle between Juma and Zulz. Well, there was a bit of contact when they both came to ground, to be fair. Can they get the ball into the box with telling effect? 2 minutes of extra time to go. It was won by Curtis Good. Still never got it properly clear, Shabab. So long throw coming, you would imagine. Come all the way across to Bun Matan, didn't reach it. He's got it now. Oh, that was a short pass. Just out of tiredness, I think. And look at this. He can run through here, Tiago. He's got options both sides. This is Bala. They can finish it here potentially, but now Buriram have got players back. Corner flag might be the option if Bala sees it that way. Oh, he's gone for the nutmeg instead. That was nice. Tried to put it back. Nothing doing. Buriram have the ball again. Bissely. 1 minute left of normal time in the second half of extra time. And I don't imagine there's going to be much more to add on after that. They've gone long, and the goalkeeper just about prevents the corner. Nice play that from Bala, and sliding in Stojkovic to make sure the cross did not reach a Shabab player. Etheridge goes long. This might be the last chance. It's going to be allowed to drift out of play by Al-Mikbali. Oh, they're checking possible penalty here. Honestly, did not see what this could be about. Well, if it is, it's going to be against Buriram. So it was from that cross from Guilherme Bala a moment ago, and it was Stojkovic who blocked it. I think that would be very harsh. I mean, he's got a slide to make the challenge, and his arm's just supporting it. I think if he gives a penalty for that, it'd be very unfortunate. Well, he's having a good look at this. I think if you slide like that, that's where your arm's going to tend to be. And tellingly, that I don't see any appeals really from the Shabab players. Well, what's he going to do here? Yeah, I think that's the right decision. I think that'd have been really, really harsh on Stojkovic had that been given. Well, while all that was going on, obviously the clock ticked past the 120-minute mark. Who knows exactly how long we've got to play here. Just a single minute, but obviously that VAR took at least 2 minutes, so one last chance maybe for Buriram. Just got to go into the box basically. Oh, wrong penalty area. It's a present here, and Bala surely is going to score what he would have done had he not been hacked down, and this is going to be a red card for Ko Myung-sok. Don't understand why they didn't just fire the ball to the edge of the area. Ko's pass was short, Bala was onto it, keeper completely committed, and only one decision the referee could make. Once he got to it first, Bala, Ko Myung-sok really had no chance of getting any decision other than one he ended up getting, which is a dismissal. So they could ice the cake with this free kick, which may well prove the last kick of the match. Bala is over the ball. Goes Bala, whacks it over the top, doesn't really matter. Referee's had one look. One look is all he needs to confirm Shabab Al Ahli's place in the semi-finals. They will play Macedon's Elvia on Tuesday after getting the better of Buriram in extra time in a titanic struggle. Azul's own goal put Shabab ahead. They doubled the advantage through Talahi's header just after half-time, and then a really unlikely comeback. Started when Bissani scored from the spot, then Zul's got one at the right end, but 3 minutes into extra time, Renan took advantage of some very average defending to score what proved the winning goal and send the team from the UAE through into the last four. Massive win for them. The Thais will look back and think what might have been, especially after they fought their way back into it. Final score after a gripping encounter here at the Prince Abdullah Al Fayed Sports City Stadium. It's finished Buriram United 2, Shabab Al Ahli 3.